Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And yet today's a little bit special. I will explain that at the end of the video. And I think Miko came to say hello really quick. Miko, okay, go. Japan. Yeah, well, Japan. This is a very Japan-centric video because it's a very special day. And I think it's fitting to just stick to Japanese cryptocurrency news today. And what I want to say is Japan will do, as it often does, go its own way. And this is in the case of the domestic front. This month, we're going to see a new Japanese version of a Tether-like stablecoin, and it's being released by GMO. They're an exchange in Japan that is also one of the exchanges that's joining SBI in that whole new world's largest mining facility down in Texas. And it's about to go live any moment now. Any day it will go live. So this coin, which is called G-Yen, is launching officially in June. It's getting its regulatory clarity and okay this month. And it will go overseas. It's going to go overseas with its Z.com brand, famously known for it's famous for a few things. One of which, they bought the URL for $6.7 million purchased from Nissan Motors. And it also has a tendency to be a little flashy, on the flashy side. GMO as a whole is well known for its high-profile celebrities that promote the business. And here you can see this is one of those events where they had the special middle fielder from the Spanish club Real Zaragoza in Spain come in person to do some promotional business. It's really part of their brand or their image. This is Shinji Kagawa. He's a rock star in the world of football, in what we call soccer in the United States. So anyway, here is also just kind of taking a look at how some of these exchanges in Japan brand themselves. This is another one by DMM. It's using a little bit of this sexy business, and it's branding with a very popular model. Her name is Rolla. She's half Japanese and half Bangladeshi. I love her. She is so funny. And it's not a surprise that the founder goes a little bit on the sexy way, because his original start in business was with porn. So he is super successful, and I'm really happy he chose Rolla. Rolla often plays the kind of airhead personality, but really deep down, she is super smart. Everybody knows she's smart as a whip. I think when you have confidence in yourself, you can play that kind of dumb role. And then you get to SBI VC Trade, right? And I just want to tell you, I personally think they need a makeover. Yeah, Mr. Kitao, I mean, I love everything you do. Nobody's going to dispute that. But this is, I got one of these cool X card wallets when I went to the XRP meetup Japan, and it's very conservative and it's nice, but it's lacking a little bit of wow factor, or a little bit of, I don't know, personality. It seems to be the brand is really sleeping. I would love to help you out on this a little bit. All right, so moving right along, we're going to tell you that in Japan, BitMEX exchange, along with a handful of others in the world, they're banned from service of Japanese residents. This came as about of May 1st. And it's mostly due to the maximum leverage trading. It's capped at 4 times. So these sites that offer 10 times trading or 100 times leverage trading, it's just impossible now for Japan residents to participate, at least through the legal ways. And it's Japan's regulated way to keep this space, the risk in this space, from completely getting out of hand. And I think they want to reduce the percentage of people getting wrecked. Now, the revision law, however, really did give a boom and a birth to STOs, which are security tokens. And this is getting very, very exciting in Japan. And I want to share with you some projects that are happening that show you where this space is going. So in May 2019, Mr. Kitao, the CEO of SBI Holdings, led the establishment of the Japan Security Token Association. And then 1 month later, the Ripple-backed Securitize website joined the association. And they are an STO platform where they can issue and manage these security tokens on that site. And you can see that the investors that back Securitize, they are the biggest in fintech, venture capital, IT solutions, banking. It was at this time that I saw Tezos was involved. There's Spring there. And I said, hey, I'm following the money, and I'm glad I did. That was about 13 months ago. So blockchain capital, Coinbase, Fenbushi Capital. Oh my gosh. I mean, Santander. It's all the big names. Nomura. So what is this tokenized business? Well, it's kind of big news, especially that Tezos Japan was also accepted as a member of the Japan Security Token Association. And it's kind of fun that Tezos in Japan has 3 cherry blossom petals. They have a unique branding to their logo for Japan. Everything is becoming tokenized. I'm telling you, the Japan STA just had a webinar yesterday to talk about the tokenization of Kentucky bourbon. They're doing 25,000 barrels of this bourbon from 2020. It's worth 25 million. And the fund aims to generate a 20% gain over a 6-year investment. So the tokens are on platforms like Tezos or Ethereum, and then they are glued to the assurance platforms like Securitize. And then the third part of that whole process are the trading venues. So that's how you can understand where this world is going. This bourbon is quite interesting. I just did a little bit of research because I'm not a bourbon drinker, but to be a bourbon, you have to really fit some criteria. You have to be made in the US. No, not just Kentucky, but in the US. The aging process has to take place in a new charred oak barrel. It has to be 51% corn mash. It has to fall between 80 and 125 proof, and there can be no colorings or flavorings added. It has to be completely natural. So I don't know. I have never acquired a taste for bourbon, but I'm sure that a good bourbon is really good. And then in Shibuya, which is a part of Tokyo, they are tokenizing art. This art platform is amazing. And they just made available in the last couple of days a start of a new project that will begin on May 25th, and it's the partial ownership, the tokenization of an Andy Warhol, of course, the most iconic pop artist, I think, in our modern times. And this is the print. It's a screen print, which is done with serography. That is when they pull the screens over the paper one color at a time through registry marks. I have done it. It is very difficult. You have to be a master serographer in order to really pull a good print. But I have a lot of admiration for people who have this craft. There's only a few hundred masters left in the world. It's becoming a very rare trade. And this print is from 1985, if I didn't say that. And the minimum amount of the division is going to be all brought all the way down to just 100 yen. So just like a buck, which is, makes it really, really affordable. And in December, this same group brought a Banksy to the market. It's titled Rude Copper, and it was valued at 1.2 million US dollars. The art piece was divided into 48,000 tokens, and from the public start price, the pieces increased 200%. I don't know who's really tracking that percentage, but that maybe is based on some secondary market demand, I would guess. That would be the only way you could really do it properly, not just pulling some figure out of the sky. But if you had a vibrant secondary market and that increase could be proven through real buyers, well, that's an amazing return. And before it came to Japan, it was in the Moko Museum in the Netherlands, which was being held for a private collector. Yeah, so it has its provenance. And yeah, I think maybe the increase of the Banksy piece was also due to the recent donation that Banksy gave the hospital in England. It might have brought some awareness to people who are not aware of this anonymous, mysterious artist. Anyway, I think it's pretty fun. And then on May 12th, the Zen Market in Japan, they are a purchase agent and shipper of goods from Japan to the world. They announced that they are going to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Litecoin, along with the 16 other fiat currencies that they accept. They have almost 500,000 members from 135 countries, and they are really positioning themselves that you can buy only what is available in Japan. And yeah, there are some things that just have not gone global from Japan. I think some of that are the figures. This is just the capital of the world for figures. And there's a huge collector fan base of figures all around the world. So I know the figures are very, very popular. And also things like this, which is a all-in-one seat backpack. This is a popular item. And then, of course, there's the Momotaro jeans, which I think it's very difficult to get this brand outside of Japan. So it is popular. All right, everybody, we are jumping to the fluff already. I'm going to keep you in Japan. This is the Naisu Shrine in Tokyo. That's what it looks like now because the azaleas are in full bloom. This is a shrine that was founded in 1706, and it has 3,000 azaleas with 50 different varieties. All right, today's fluff is special, and that's what I was talking about. So I finally hit another milestone on the channel. I'm now at 30,033 subscribers, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. And every time I hit a milestone, what do? I give away Kit Kats. I have some very special Kit Kats today, but I also have one big grand prize, which I was going to keep, but hey, I think I can buy another one, but it's going to be, I think, a very rare item going forward. Okay, so let's get right to it. If you answer this question correct and are the first to answer it correct in the comments of this video, not on Twitter, not on another video, on this video, because I have to keep track. If you are the first to answer it correctly, you will win. I will contact you. You will give me an address to ship it to as a direct message on Twitter. I don't share that with anybody. I also, if you don't want to give me your address and you still want to play, go ahead. That always happens when I do this. But if you are contacted that you're the winner, then I'll give you like 3 days to get your shipping address to me. If not, I'll go to the next person. So here's the question. And if you're correct, the first bag is going to be a Kit Kat matcha green tea flavor. And so the question is, what was my YouTube channel about before I started cryptocurrency? So what was this channel about? The person who answers that gets the matcha. All right, next one, ocean salt. This one I haven't tried yet. It's the newest one in Japan. And it goes with this question here. Why couldn't I go to Swell in Singapore this last year? So why couldn't I go? All right, the third one is the Nihonshu, which is the Japanese sake flavor. I think it's really popular. Okay, I have 4 cats, right? Most of you know. Chibi, Momo, Miko, and who is the 4th cat? What is her name? Okay, so Chibi, Momo, Miko, and it's a little bit harder. Now here is the grand prize. I bought this because I knew it's going to be rare. It is a 2020 Olympic keychain. It's made of metal and it has the Tokyo 2020 on the bottom with a little round kind of metal charm that has the official logo of the Tokyo Olympics and of the Olympic rings. And it's an official licensed product. Yeah, sponsored by Visa, huh? So I think it's going to be rare because it's got 2020, right? Because these Olympics are not happening in 2020. So I think for people who really love Olympic goods, the 2020 goods are going to be in high demand, I'm guessing. So anyway, here's the question that goes with the keychain. Where did I film from when XRP was listed on Coinbase? So if you have been watching the channel for a while, you remember I was somewhere special and I did something I usually never do. In fact, I think I've only done it twice in 2 years. But where was I when XRP was announced? It was on Coinbase. Okay, everybody. Yeah, that's fun. Thank you again for all the subscribers. All right. Do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.